Hello, I'm Steve Farouk of Finextra, and I'm joined here today by Davide Girompini of IBM. My first question's about Sepa compliance. Everyone this year is talking about Sepa. How long do you think Europe will ride this Sepa wave?
It's a tough question, because even if Sepa is basically bringing standardization on a European level, or the Euro level, we have different situations in different countries with different laws. I think the major point right now is how to bring corporates and mainly small and medium enterprise into the Sepa wave. I think now we have, as an industry, banks and also vendors, think about the best way to help this corporate in doing their own conversion where they have to do it, their own tests on the format and on the respect of the rule books, because that's the critical point. Direct debiting is a huge amount of traffic that has to be migrated. I have to say that probably we are still a little bit behind on the schedule, again, especially for small and medium enterprise. And again, the situation is different country by country, but this, I think, is the major focus. And I think it's a focus that is not only regarding banks, but also providers like us, like IBM and others, that can go directly to the corporate and help them in Sepa, or help the bank to help the corporate, to make sure that the migration is going smoothly.
And secondly, what services do you think banks should be providing in the long term?
This is definitely the key question we are discussing with our customers right now, with our banks. Sepa is bringing the processing of payment to a strong level of commoditization. That means that the competitive edge over there will be price, it will be volume. So banks have to find new services, new activities, and new ways to get valuable revenue. And I basically think that banks have two major pillars that they have to consider. One is that corporates are looking to banks to get the liquidity, to get the money, to get the credit. That's the role of the banks. And the other pillar, liquidity, the second pillar is data. Banks owns a huge amount of valuable data. And corporates are eager to have, for example, real-time reconciliation, real-time reporting on the process of the payment, liquidity, dashboarding. All this information should be let's say the key point for banks to start providing new and valuable services to the corporate.
Another topic is how banks are dealing with the massive amount of change in the industry and the drive to deliver innovative services. Do you think banks will struggle with this?
I think banks have been struggling for the last 4 or 5 years because their focus was on compliance, regulation, compliance. I remember that there was a survey made by Finextra, and was interesting to see that over the years, now the focus has moved from compliance and regulation to customer needs, to their customer needs. So the struggle is there. The problem is still that they have to comply with a lot of regulations, with very costly regulation, but they have finally understood they have to come back to sell something, to win some business from their corporate. Also because new entrants are very dangerous for banks. So they are struggling, but they also have finally realized they have to start thinking about their customer and thinking about new services for those customers. And I think this is the new wave after the Sepa. Once Sepa is done, when everything is settled, corporates are looking for banks that are able to provide them new and alternative ways to work together between corporate and banks.